Hi there, it's July the 5th and we're beginning today a new book in our journey through the scriptures. This is the book of 1st and then 2nd Chronicles. And 1st and 2nd Chronicles are placed in our scriptures in the order coming after 1st and 2nd Kings. But in the Hebrew scriptures they're in a different order. We already saw that the kings were in the order of the prophets. But 1st and 2nd Chronicles are actually in the Hebrew order of scriptures, the last book in the Bible. And they come in a third section of the scriptures called writings or ketuvim. And the three sections of scripture in Hebrew understanding are law, Torah, or the guideline for life, the prophets, Nevi'im, and the third are scriptures or writings, ketuvim. And so Chronicles are put right at the end of the Ketuvim, perhaps because they're seen as a summary of everything that's gone before. In fact, in the original Hebrew scriptures, Chronicles is just one book. They were actually made into two books at the time of the translation of the scriptures into Greek. They're traditionally the work of one author, and tradition again has it that that was Ezra the scribe, though modern scholars have suggested it may just have been someone else, but written around the 5th century BC by one author as kind of a summing up of all of the history of Israel and Judah. And so today, as we look at the book of Chronicles, or called in Hebrew Divrei Yamim, which means the matters of the days, Divrei Yamim, as we look at the first couple of chapters, we just see that it's a listing of names. It's a listing of all of the names from Adam. In fact, it just starts off with Adam, Seth, and Enosh, their names, very, very clear, very precise. The first thing that happens is they are named. And then it goes through all of the names, going down to King David, because actually this is a book about the kings and the kingdoms of Israel and Judah, but particularly about Judah and its legitimation and the worship of the Lord at Jerusalem. And so we find many names that are familiar to us covered, but this is really a book which is allowing us to see the faithfulness of God, the unfolding of God's purposes towards his people, and particularly focusing in on the lives of David and his son Solomon, before coming to the unravelling of the kingdoms that we've already seen in the Kings. Have a very good July the 5th.